Do you want to change the time?
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Anna Kabeka. I am here with you live from my home room, essentially my home, and in my bedroom. This is now my office as my daughter is quarantining in my real office. So I converted my bedroom into my office. So I have my daughter helping me here, and I really want to talk to you about diet and exercise today. Two of the hardest things to change. Two of the hardest things to change is diet and exercise. And for us here, it is day 4 of me coming live. I've committed on a Sunday to going live with you every day and answering your questions. So type the questions in here as you go on any topic. Doesn't have to be just about diet and exercise. And you guys have been posting some great questions in my Keto-Green Facebook community, as well as below these lives. So I want to go ahead and address some of those. I invited a special guest to join us today. Hopefully she will be joining us, and I will introduce her to you. You will love her 100%. She's just fabulous. So day 4, diet and exercise. So I'm going to go into my Keto-Green community on Facebook. If you have not joined it, please join it. It's really where we can connect, ask questions, create great community. A lot of women who are been part of my tribe for, now I've been in medicine for over 20 years, so have known me for a long time. But in my online community, my Magic Menopause beautiful, wise women are often in our Keto-Green community as well. And many of them have been with me over 5 years. So love to share them with you and share this time with you as I work to help you go through and navigate. Wow, what is it that we're going through? Every day I am looking at the research. I'm talking with my medical colleagues as well as my other researchers that I know around the world, looking for what are they doing? How long can we expect it to last? How do we handle and navigate everything from going shopping to opening the mailbox? And these are challenges. So I hope you heard my doctor's night out with Dr. Kellyanne last night. We had over 1,000 people registered for the event and really went into so many of these questions. If you do have some about any concerns about coronavirus or otherwise, don't hesitate to type those in, okay? Ask me. You can ask me anything. After all, I am your girlfriend doctor, and I am here for you. So ask me anything. And I see Jane and Cheryl have joined already. Great. And let's just touch base. And they're from my Keto-Green community. I've seen them in there as well. So thrilled to be here with you. And let's see what we've got here. We've definitely had some great questions in our Keto-Green community. I saw one question specifically was about dieting. Angie asked that she would like some reassurance on following this diet without it being a trigger for obsessive dieting, as in following a restrictive diet not necessary for losing weight. Her background, she says, I grew up with stomach aches, anxiety, abuse, trauma that I buried and never shared until 20-something years later. So ever since my teens, I've been thinking the problem was in the foods I ate. So I would follow a restrictive diet, which often helped until it didn't. The blessing in this is I have a lot of knowledge in nutrition, but I also eventually gave up following anything precisely because I've had such a tumultuous relationship with food. Now I'm close to 42 and am noticing hormone changes and would like to ease through perimenopause and into menopause while also breaking the obsessive tendencies that restrictive diets can lead to. Does that make sense? I offered a lot of info to give some context and in case others can relate. TIA. Thank you in advance. Angie, first of all, I want to thank you for sharing your story with me. and our women in Keto Green community. You're not alone. I bet many women feel this way. And many women I know from talking to so many in my community have been triggered by this coronavirus, by the trauma, fear, and stress that it's causing, where they may have broken old patterns of dieting even decades ago. They found themselves succumbing during this very trying time. And so I hear what you're saying. My goal in getting keto green is that we learn principles without dieting, without obsessing. Yes, I call my keto green 16 the keto green 16 diet, but it's really a way of life and a lifestyle more than what we eat. Getting healthy, getting keto green, and what we're doing in this community that we've created is we are creating a way of life, a lifestyle to help optimize our health, our energy level, our mind, and our everything, certainly our figure, our physiology. And that comes with becoming more insulin sensitive and managing cortisol, which we have to do now more than ever. So, no obsessive dieting allowed. I don't count calories, I don't measure or weigh, and I don't expect you to. We give guidance for those who are find that information useful, but I do want you to tune in to your body and discernment of what's working for you and what's not working for you. And this goes to every one of you that's listening. So, becoming obsessive about a diet, this is certainly not the time. Becoming obsessive about your health and the way of life, the way we nourish our body through nutrition and lifestyle, this is the right time, more now than ever. And so I'm thrilled to be able to say that with Keto Green, that you'll hear from my Women in Magic Menopause, Angie, and everyone else who's like, oh gosh, this the concept of diet doesn't just seem stressful to me. I get that. I don't like the word diet at all. It's a 4-letter word with the word die in it. How can that ever be good for us, right? It's the way of life that we now need to create to manage cortisol and become insulin sensitive while empowering oxytocin, our love bonding, pleasure, joy, happy, connecting hormone. And so that's what I really want you to do right now during this time is really connect with each other. And from the Keto Green way, part of it's how we eat, the food we're eating. And you want to look at your plate. Think of it like 3/4 all dark green leafies, and then palm size, high quality protein, and plenty of healthy fats. I have found that I need more healthy fats now because of the stresses. And so, avocado, olive oil, nuts, and seeds, a healthy piece of steak. We've had that twice in the last 2 weeks. And that in the last week, actually, we've had steak twice. I just felt I needed this additional nourishment. And so listen to your body. What will cycle us down is sugar, carbs. And now we may have had that already. I don't know. I've heard about some others that have experienced the COVID-10. Okay, I know that's probably a bad joke, but the freshman 10 that you get when you go to college and you gain 10 pounds. Well, the COVID-10, the first week of isolation or, restricting our activities, I don't think I'm alone in this. So let me look at what questions you're writing in. And here we go. Okay, I see the question from Joyce. Great. So thank you guys for sharing. I see Tammy here, Tracy O'Day, superstar. Good to see you. Joyce wrote, can a hemorrhoidectomy cause pudendal neuralgia? Now, that is a very good question. I really do believe that it can significantly create some nerve damage. But to the pudendal nerve, that is unlikely. It really depends on what else is going on. Typically, pudendal neuralgia can be from a spasm in the muscles in the pelvic floor, the psoas muscles. And this is where I typically get help of an osteopathic physician. If you were to come to my office and I was to do an assessment of this pudendal neuralgia, I would assess the pelvic floor muscles and for tightness and spasm and look at that. And also look at sensation of the nerve endings around your pelvis, the pelvic floor. So clitoral, labia, to see if there's any other changes that you're experiencing. And so, or loss of sensation that you're experiencing. And another thing that I would routinely do is acupuncture, refer you to an acupuncturist to also help any areas that could be causing this pudendal neuralgia. And oftentimes there's sacral rocking we can do and pelvic floor release that can really help this. So Joyce, let me know if this helps and how that can help you. And I would also say, with Julva, my anti-aging cream for the vulva. Do I have any right here? I have, you guys can get the free trial from my website, but this has DHEA, plant stem cells from the alpine rose, and emu oil, coconut oil, and shea butter. It's very nourishing for that tissue so that you can essentially provide nourishment to the vulvar area. Remember, clitoris to anus, that is prime real estate, but it's not just about the vulva and the clitoris, right? We have to talk about the rectum, the anus, where you get hemorrhoids and fissures as we get older, and we get that laxity in the tissue and the loss of collagen and the outpouching of veins, which is what a hemorrhoid is. And it's a congested vein that causes blood coagulates there or accumulates there and is terribly painful. I know post-childbirth, I experienced them. That's one of the reasons I created Julva. So we don't want you to get any more. So definitely nourish the pelvic floor with Julva, or ask your physician for a prescription product that's similar. Okay. L wrote, thanks for all the healthy info and please stay healthy yourself. Hey, beautiful Elle, thank you for that. I am working on it. My daughters have been doing some keto-green cooking in the kitchen because I've been having these 13-hour days and a little bit crazy schedule. So it's good to be here with you, and thanks for that beautiful sentiment. Tammy wrote, I've had my large intestine removed and I have had C. diff, recurring UTI, along with other issues. Will this keto green help me? I stay so sick and on antibiotics so much. Tammy, I have been, first of all, I've been following, you've been on my lives and commenting on Facebook, and I'm really glad to see you here. Definitely keto green will help. The biggest thing when you've had intestines removed are a couple things: probiotics, digestive enzymes. Chew your food so well that it dissolves completely in your mouth before you swallow. And the alkalinizers, the diversity in the easy to digest dark leafy greens that you chew really well and dissolve. I can't emphasize how important that is, as well as adding digestive aids, can really help you along this journey and support you and support the diversity of your microbiota, the microbiome, the bacteria that live within your gut. And that will protect you from C. diff, recurring UTIs, along with these other issues that you're experiencing. So I want to thank you for sharing that. And we're going to get you off these antibiotics for good, sending you love, and keep up with following up. So Amy says, me too. Jean is here. Jean, I love you. So always learn from you, Dr. Anna. Such a blessing. Thank you. And Joyce wrote, I do love my Julva. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. And let's see. Oh, guess who I have for you guys today? I have a super guest. I'm thrilled. And this is a little bit challenging technology wise, but look, Coach Betty Rocker.
Hey.
Hey, Bree.
Lady. Good to see you.
Hey. Oh, it is so good to see you. Are you in Colorado?
I am. Yes, I am.
How are you settling in there? Y'all, Bree moved to Colorado from Tampa just a few months ago.
We still have our home office is still in Tampa. I just happen to have a place here in Colorado. So happy to have, lots of places to be with our business. And we just got the order about, no leaving your house unless you're walking the dog. So I know that, and then there's a fine if you're caught out. So it's just a crazy time for all of us, isn't it?
It is a crazy time. And we just got notice today that my daughter, Ava Marie, her school is postponed till the end of April now. So schools are closed here till the end of April, I think, 2 weeks after they were supposed to go back. So yeah, the third or fourth week in April.
And how are you doing? Are you staying active and moving your body from home?
Well, do you know why I sent you that SOS message?
Yes, tell us more.
Because like the COVID-10 was a reality for me. I mean, like what? No, and I just definitely felt the stress, because I've had hurricanes and had so much trauma in my life, and I felt so triggered. And I was definitely comfort living for a little bit. And that first week and worrying about getting my daughter back from Holland and how would that be? One second, Amanda, will you turn this light down? It's really bright in my eyes. We're trying my home. You're welcome to my bedroom, everyone.
The light on you looks really beautiful right now. You're glowing and you look fantastic. So it sounds like despite all the stress, all your health and care practices that you apply to yourself have been really working for you. I love your maca. I put your maca into my shakes all the time and just love all of the guidance and help that you give. Like, you've helped our audience so much. So I'm glad to hear that you're taking good care of yourself as well.
Yes. This transition's been challenging, and being locked at home, and definitely just getting out in the morning, but really making that commitment to get out in the morning, get outside, go for a walk when it's, completely silent and empty has been huge. And then I've been in book launch mode. So it's been like 13-hour days for me. So I definitely wanted to bring you on. We're talking about diet and exercise, the two hardest things to change. And I already mentioned that diet is a 4-letter word with the word die in it. It cannot be good, right? We talk about ways of life and nourishing our body. And I love how you frame it as well. Mm-hmm. And so Bree, tell everyone a little bit about you. Y'all, I have met Bree in person. I've followed her on Instagram. She has the most amazing Instagram, Betty Rocker on Instagram.
Betty Rocker at the Betty Rocker.
The Betty Rocker on Instagram, and always doing some fun, really fun exercises. And then your story has all the people that so many times people are sharing their story and how you're influencing their life and how you've influenced mine. Inspirational and really a pioneer in this space, and always showing up, walking your talk, showing up. I remember when we got together in Fort Lauderdale for our Unicorn Club, we did yoga out on the patio just by the Intercoastal. And like, you're like, hey, yeah, this is not, vacation or no vacation. We're working out in the morning.
Yeah. And you showed up for that. Not everybody showed up, right? Like some of us, because we had a little bit of enjoyable, what shall we say, dry farm wine the night before, some of us, right? And that's the sugar-free wine that's the only wine I drink. It's organic. And I wanted to do some movement in the morning, and not all the ladies showed up the next day, but Anna was there, just so you guys know. She showed up.
I was there. I was dying to exercise with you in person because I've been watching you and doing your exercises on Instagram, which has been a great break time, like top of every hour. So I'm trying to do that a couple times a day, but I want more. So I would love for you to encourage me and my community. I can use all the encouragement because I love to curl up with a good book and a glass of wine.
At night, especially. Yeah. And if we haven't done any movement during the day, I mean, because it's good to have comforting things to do, especially right now. We just want to make sure that we're making, like you talk about constantly, those healthy choices. And when I talk about health, I generally refer to the 4 pillars of health as I see them, which are, sleep as our primary pillar, which we all talk about. Dr. Anna's great about that. Nutrition, because we want to apply nourishment to ourselves. Diet isn't even in my lexicon. And stress management, which is my 3rd pillar of health, because we all need to make sure we're being mindful of our stress. And exercise is our 4th pillar. And what's nice about these pillars is that, we're always a work in progress. It's never like we're supposed to get them all perfect all the time. That's why I like to extend to you the same grace I give myself. I know I I have my flaws, and I also know I'm awesome. So I like to be flawsome, and I hope you feel the same way. It's not about all or nothing all the time. It's all or something, right? And we want to be balanced. So when it comes to our stress and what you just referred to at night, I feel like one of the best things we can do is to be tuning into our bodies throughout the day, being really mindful of how are we feeling? Are we holding our breath? And to get a little bit of movement in throughout the day whenever possible, even 15 minutes. I'm actually running a free 5-day live challenge all week this week. I think you're doing a daily show as well. And today was our day 4 also. So it sounds like we have a lot of synergy. They're daily, like you can get access to all of these through my Instagram or my blog. But I'd love to share with you guys a little custom workout flow that I wrote for you from home right now. If you're home, you don't need anything at all, just a little space to move. I've got my yoga mat set up, but you could literally do this on your rug. Is that okay, Anna?
No, it's perfect. I position myself to be able to do this with you. So adjust, and I'll get are we standing, or do I need my yoga mat to sit?
Yeah, you don't need anything.
So everyone watching, you guys stand up. Let's get positioned. Wait, hold on a second. Amanda, let's see if I'll put watch the mic.
We can't see your entire body, Anna, because I'm going to lead the workout. So you just go ahead and get comfortable. And guys, if you want to be nearby your couch or a high chair, you can use that to put your upper body on for one of our moves. In case you don't want to be all the way down on the floor, that's a great way to modify it. But right now, why don't we step our feet out nice and wide, engage through our core. We're really activating our quads, which I heard Anna just talking about just now, really bracing through the core. We don't want to have an arched back. We want to engage with a little pelvic tuck. And let's go ahead and send our hips back, bringing our abs in and up as we do, tracking our knees in line with our toes, and then coming up, squeezing the booty. Come back down again. Let your hands dangle between your feet. And this time as you come up, float the arms up high overhead so that you can get a little full body extension in the mix. Each time you come down, allow your belly button to come in and up towards your spine. This will engage your transverse abdominal muscles, which really help to stabilize your pelvis. If you are feeling it, each time you come up and squeeze your butt, you can also engage your pelvic floor muscles a little bit. And I'm sure Anna has really cued you all on that. That's right, we want to bring it all together. So we're just going to use this as a little bit of a warm-up right now. And I see Anna's been giving me thumbs up because I'm giving you the right cues. And you're doing awesome, I know. This is a very important movement. I love integrating the core, the back, and all of the pelvis in. And you can hear me, I'm already starting to breathe heavily here. And let's go ahead and go a little faster now. Arms up, send the butt back. Use all of those good form tips that we were just talking about. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Awesome work. Okay.
I had to remember to squeeze on the way up.
That's right. Squeeze on the way up. And you're going to have an opportunity to practice more of those as we move forward. So bring your hands onto the side of your couch or any elevated surface that's nearby, just so that you are not overtaxing your upper body. And you can either be up on your toes or down on your knees for this one. I just want to make sure that however you're positioned, your hands are stacked below your shoulders. Let's check in with our core. If we have an arched back, let's tuck that pelvis down slightly, engaging through those same muscles that we engaged in when we were standing.
Hey, Bree, am I doing this right?
Fantastic. Are you engaging your core?
Yes.
Good girl. Okay, let's lower down into a push-up and then press back up. Lower down and press up. Now we're going to do 3 more like this, then we're going to build on this. Good. 2. Hold that core nice and straight and strong. Last 1. Now from here, I want you to hold that strong plank position. Don't look down. Keep a nice neutral spine. Engage between your shoulders. Draw your left knee up towards your stomach. And then put it down. Right knee. Now push up. Good. Same thing again. Left knee, right knee, push up. So you're getting shoulders, core, and back. And a little bit of chest also. Great work. We're going to attempt 10 total here. So feel free to modify as needed by maybe dropping down to your knees and just working on the push-up. Or if you're up here, do this with us. You're doing great wherever you are. Be where you're at. Allow your body to guide you. Listen to your body. Keep that core nice and tight. Bonus point if you're engaged.
Are we at 10 yet?
What's that?
Are we at 10 yet?
One more, Anna. One more. Last one. Finish strong. Nice work. All right.
Great. Man.
How does that feel? You doing good? All
I'm
right.
doing great.
Okay. Go ahead and stand up tall. Re-engage your core. Re-engage your pelvic floor. Roll your shoulders back and down. Gaze straight in front of you. And you can either hold on to the wall beside you. We're going to be stepping forward into a lunge if you want a little help with balance. Or you could just step forward. From here, make sure that your knee is lined up over your toe. The tendency for a lot of us is to pitch our body forward. Let's keep our bodies upright, imagining we have a crown on our head because we're all queens here. And we're not going to let that crown fall down, okay? So from here, we're going to pulse for 5, 4. Come on, Anna, let me see you work it. 3, hold on to the couch or the side. Yeah, that's great. 2, 1. Now come up, step it forward. Step it back with your other leg, coming right back into your lunge position on the other leg. 5.
Okay, girls, bear with me. My daughter's in the room.
5 pulses. 5 pulses. Step it back and forward. Switch legs. Switch again. Repeat your pulses on the other side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it forward and step it back, other leg, last one, 5, 4, keep your crown up tall, last one, great work. We're gonna build on this now, you learned the basics, step it back, now rotate to the right, then rotate to the left.
Rotate like this.
Yes, rotate to the right, and rotate to the left, and rotate to the right. Great job. And I'm getting wobbly here, which is awesome. And I'm starting to feel like, oh my gosh, my legs are burning. Last 2 each way, and then you get a break. Last one, back to the start position. Woo! Pedal out your legs and step your opposite foot.
I love it. All right, community. Are you guys doing this with us? Put a note in the chat box below. Just go ahead and add a comment and let me know that you are with us.
Yes,
for the next one.
Stepping back on the opposite leg, good job. And we're gonna pivot and rotate. So we're working on our core here. And I want you to make sure that you're keeping that crown up tall on top of your head. Beautiful work. Rotate and twist and rotate and twist. Just 2 more both ways. You got this. Imagine you're holding a big beach ball, or you can have your hands at prayer just like Anna is. Good work. Last one. Amazing job. Okay, we're going to come down.
My legs are reactive. I've been recording my audiobook, so I have been sitting.
You have been sitting, so this is going to be great for you, just getting out of that sort of like same position. Let's work a little bit of our core and then our lower back. So come on down to your mat or the floor or your carpet, or you put a towel down wherever you are, and just roll yourself down onto your back. And I want to teach you guys a very special way to really have excellent core engagement for this one. Let's wait till Anna gets down there. There she is. Lie down on your back and bend your knees. And from here, notice that you have this little arch curve in the middle of your lower back. I want you to imagine that you're going to put a big fat blueberry right at the highest point of that curve. And you're going to flatten your blueberry out without totally squashing it. This is what we call blueberry spine in Betty Rocker lingo. And what you just did is activated your core. From here, we're going to go ahead and plant our feet down nice and hard on the floor. And we're going to lift up into a bridge, squeezing our butt. Go ahead and hold blueberry spine and then lift up. Now lower down. Allow your back to come back to its natural curve, and then reset blueberry spine. You're just going to push it down. You're going to push that blueberry down without totally squashing it. Lift up again. Nice. Lift up, Anna. Let's see it. Lift your butt up off the ground. There you go. Now lower down. Again, reset blueberry spine, re-engage your core, and then lift up. Now, why are we doing it this way? Well, we're going to actively engage the glutes by just turning off our back, by engaging our core. We're going to have a nice, tight, strong band all the way around our abs, and our back, protecting our back, really isolating the glutes. So you're gonna get even more gluteal engagement here just by activating blueberry spine. Really nice work, everybody. Let's do 3 more like this. 3, lift up and squeeze, lower down, engage blueberry spine. 2, lift up and squeeze, lower down. We're gonna do 1 more, lift up and squeeze. And now I want you to hold it up here and pulse for me. Give me some little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Stay in this position. Reactivate blueberry spine. And I want you to lift your upper body up and reach your left arm towards your left ankle. Come back to center. Reach your right arm towards your right ankle. You okay, Anna?
Yeah, I'm just looking to see how you're doing it.
Okay, we're lifting our upper body up, and then we're rotating side to side. So we're doing a little waist whittling. Hoist whittling, I like to say. The whoop sound. Core engaged. Beautiful. And it's okay if that's a little uncomfortable to put your hands behind your head and just do the side to side rocking motion. If you want to hold on to the back of your neck, if that's more comfortable. Last 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way back down. Reach your arms up high overhead. Now keep your knees bent, and you can walk your feet out a little bit farther away from your seat. Walk them out like towards the other wall. There you go. And then re-engage your blueberry spine, pressing your back down, activating. And from here, see if you can roll yourself up and reach for your feet. Nice. Use your core strength, and that's right. Extend your feet right out. That's great. And then lower back down again very slowly. Re-engage blueberry spine. And it's cool if you need to hold on to something to pull yourself up. That's great. Just really feel your core articulating and be very mindful of that blueberry spine, engaging and protecting your back. Lift up. Nice, Anna.
Awesome.
How do you feel?
I'm doing good.
You're doing amazing. We've got
I'm doing this with you.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
1 more. 1 more. Awesome work. Now we're
awesome.
Are you up for 2 more moves, Anna?
I am up for 2 more. Absolutely.
Okay, come to your knees.
Okay.
And if you're at home, we're going to step up and down from a kneeling position. So if you are comfortable, have a couch nearby to help you hold on to pull yourself up, and also have maybe a towel or a blanket below your knees if it's at all painful underneath your knees when you're on them. Let's go ahead and put our arms up behind our head, Anna, and engage your core. Make sure your back's not arched. That's the tendency when our arms go up. Let's go ahead and activate blueberry spine because we just learned it. We're going to step up, planting our right foot in front of us, lots of balance, and come up. Good. You're going to come back down, right knee leads, and come back up. This time, left foot is going to lead us up, and up. And this time, we're going to come back down, and right knee is going to lead us up, right foot up. Great job. Going with this one. You feeling that?
I love it.
Okay, so we want to build on that a little bit and get a little bit more oblique activation. What you can do on your next time that you step up, we're going to step up with the left foot forward. As you come up, bring your right knee up to your elbow, and then plant it right back down.
Oh, wow.
Right foot's going to step forward. Left knee is going to come to our elbow. And just have lots of control. There's no need to rush this. We're just going to alternate legs, and we're going to alternate which knee leads us up. Notice that your elbows are going to want to kind of come forward. You're going to get wobbly. And remember that you're flossum, that your body is practicing. We're always practicing. We don't have to be like doing this perfectly. I'm certainly not perfect either. I'm always a work in progress. Love this amazing body that you have, and let it serve you. Let it lead you. Listen to it. Woo! Beautiful work, Lana. Last 2, 1 on each side. You're almost done. Woo! Good. Really good. I like your pace. I can tell you're really in your body. Keep those elbows back. And on your last one, come down to kneeling. Come into tabletop.
All right. We've got a lot of great comments here, y'all.
Oh, boy.
Some of you are doing it with me and sharing. Let me just share real quick. Whew, it gives me a chance, an excuse to take a deep breath, everyone. Here I go. Let's see. What do we got? Tracy O'Day says she can do it too. Jane's like, you can do it, Dr. Anna. Jane is at the grocery store. She's going to have to do this later. Helen said, amazing. Brittany said, I feel the burn. You go, girl. I love it. All right. Okay.
We got one move left, Anna. You ready?
I am so ready. Here we go.
We're going to activate our back with one of my favorite movements called the Superwoman, because we're all Superwoman. We got crowns on, we got Superwoman pose. Let's come into our stomach, just down onto your stomach, and straighten your legs and straighten your arms.
Okay. I don't know if you can see.
Great. From here, let's just lift our upper body up a little bit and then lower it down. Lift up, lower it down.
Or just the arms?
Just the arms for now. And if you can, Anna, float your arms out in front of you like you're flying through the air. There you go. Flying, lifting, and lowering. Now, if you feel good here, go ahead and add a leg lift into this at the same time. But if that's a little bit too much, go ahead and just keep your legs down on the mat and just lift your upper body. So you have options here so you can build. Up and down together. Nice. Up and down together. It's very important to strengthen your lower back in combination with your core muscles, your abdominal front muscles, because they're all actually working together all the time as a part of your complete core. Great job. Now, and I want you to add one other thing to this. Each time you lift up, I want you to circle your arms down towards your hips. Yes, exactly. And then each time you drop your body back down, bring your arms up, forward, facing again. And again, lift up, circle the arms back towards your butt, and then lower all the way down. Beautiful. We're really working the paraspinal muscles here, the trapezius and rhomboids, really giving all of those backside body muscles a little bit of attention and love to open up those chests. Anna's been sitting at her desk a lot. This is exactly what she needs.
Oh, I so needed this.
To open it all up. Great job. Last two, Anna. Last one. And then plant your hands beside the shoulders, come back up to kneeling, and you just rocked your home workout. There you go. Now, I recommend that you repeat that a couple more times, all of those moves, if you can. We can go one more time if you want me to, or we can wrap it up. Totally up to you.
I will run through what the list was.
Okay, so we did full body extensions. So I'll demo them all for you.
Okay.
The full body extension.
Oh, yes.
Then we did the push-ups on the side of our box with the core engagement, right? Just like this, 1, 2, 1. Then we did reverse lunges with a pulse on both sides. Then we added in the pivot, right? Then we added in the bridge lift from the floor, lifting up. Then we added some side-to-side abs. Then we added a full body extension. And then we came over to finish strong in Superwoman flies.
That's a fabulous full body. We definitely felt full body. And I love doing the back.
Yeah.
You know, that back strengthening, because certainly when we're sitting, we're in a
we're in this position, right? We're round.
We're rounded position.
So that's my background. It's kinesiology, anatomy, and I was a structural integrationist for years. And what I did constantly with my athletes was correct these postural abnormalities. And so that's why we incorporate a lot of that back strengthening into all of my training programs, a lot of core stability. And I love all the pelvic floor stuff too, because we have so many moms who are doing home workouts. And, you know, as you know intimately, it's so essential for all of us to be integrating our core and our back and like all of these postural stabilizers together when we're moving mindfully on the mat, because we want to take that mindful movement out into our everyday life, into our functional daily life, and start to have those be automatic, right?
Yes, yeah, this is good. So how much now that we're more confined to home, what are you recommending your clients? What should our routine be? How do we incorporate this regularly? And I know you have your challenges and you've got a great free program that everyone can opt into. And I encourage everyone to check out Betty Rocker, the Betty Rocker on Instagram, and get Bree's downloads. I followed her stuff. I followed her for years. And the one thing I love a lot about you, but one thing I especially love about you is that it's functional exercises, right? That incorporate strength training, balance, because as we get older, we're more risk for falls. So balance, and then plus movement, like where do people throw out their back? Getting something from the cabinet, right? Or twisting in the car and turning.
Putting up the laundry, putting it up on the shelf, right? Like, carrying the groceries up the stairs like this. Mm-hmm. All those things.
Mm-hmm. And so strengthening us and preparing us no matter what physical activity or lack thereof we may be at right now.
So to answer your question, thebettyrocker.com is my website. You can find access to my free 30-day Make Fat Cry challenge there. It's 15 minutes a day. You'll get a video sent to you daily. You just sign up at makefatcrychallenge.com. And also, if you just want to get a sampling of what my workouts are like, my home workouts, they're just everywhere on my thebettyrocker.com blog. And please feel free to use all of those free resources. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm in the middle of a free 5-day live challenge right now, but all of the workouts for the last 4 days have all been posted on the blog. You can feel free to go through it at your own pace. Please use all of those free resources and know that more is available for you. We have a 30-day trial to our Rock Your Life online home workout studio that you're welcome to use anytime. Anna's got access to it. And, it's an awesome place for you to get support in a community, plus have access to all of the home workouts that we do. 5 new classes a week, tons of 30-day challenges to do from home. And there's never been a better time to be paying attention to your fitness, especially during these stressful times. And there's so much that we can do right from home. It's all very possible. So you asked me, how much should people be doing from home? I mean, 20 to 30 minutes a day of something like my workout is going to give you a really good workout, and you can work within your limits at your fitness level. Like you noticed today, I'm cueing all of those things for you. So those would be my recommendations. And of course, being mindful of all 4 pillars of health for you, to just listening to what Anna says.
Sleep. Go through your pillars again too, Bree. We're right online.
Sleep is at the top because I think it's the most important. Everything else is affected by our sleep. So because of our hormones, everything. Sleep, nutrition's number 2, nourishing ourselves. Stress management, number 3, and number 4 is exercise. And I mean, yeah, we all kind of think, oh, I want to get fit, I want to have hot abs, whatever. We think we just want to do the exercise piece, but that's the last pillar on my 4 pillars of health for a reason. It's not that it's not important, it's on there. But if you're not getting optimal sleep, if you're not managing your stress, we all know what those hormonal shifts can be in our bodies that cause the breakdown of muscle tissue, that cause the addition of body fat. And we want to be optimizing ourselves, not just for aesthetics, but for daily energy and for feeling our best and being good role models to the people who look up to us, so we don't get sick and can feel and, just feel and look our best. I mean, I love looking good, so it's very motivating to look good. I take pride in my appearance, but it's also that I want to be strong and healthy. I'm 43. I want to make sure that I maintain this all the way through my 70s, 80s, 90s. I want to be as strong as I can be. And we're taking those actions right now to set ourselves up for that future us. So think about that and love yourself with all of these pillars of health every day.
I love it. So Bree, how much activity now while we're more at home? What is like every couple hours, do 5 minutes, do a good 16 minutes a day enough?
I think it's going to vary per person because you guys all have different lives, that you have different demands on your schedule. Anna, for you, I'm going to give you something custom because I know you're at home, you're working on your book. I want you to get out your phone and set a timer in your phone. And you've probably been told to do this before, but I want you to we did a timer challenge in Rock Your Life a few weeks ago. We would literally set a timer in our phones for every 90 minutes to get up and do 5 minutes of movement. Okay, so you could just run through that circuit that we just did for 5 minutes. And you could do that probably 6 times in a day. right? So that would give you more than 30 minutes of exercise. So that's one good thing to do. For others, they're going to find that it's best for them to do one little session because they've got a lot of demands or young children around, or they're busy at night. So pick a time where you have 15 to 30 minutes for yourself. And even if the kids are around, you can, because you're at home right now, do one of my Stop, Drop, and Betty Rock workouts from the blog. Do one of the challenge workouts. Just do it. Just get it done. And if it's just 15 minutes, well, hey, that is more than anything else that you didn't do, right? What's the most effective workout? It's the one that you do. And I will tell you, my 15-minute workouts are super challenging and super effective, especially when you do them consistently. Stop, Drop, and Betty Rock. That is Dr. Anna. Yes. Does that answer your question? So on some days, Anna, you can just do one session, maybe a 15 to 30 minute session, depending on what you have time for. And look, you don't want to be going hardcore every day. You want to give yourself some days to just do more gentle movement. So stretching, yoga, and yoga can also be intense. So pick a gentle yoga flow if you're having a day when you want to be sort of more in your body in a more gentle way. Like walking is a wonderful low impact exercise if you're able to maintain social distancing. That's what we want to be doing right now if we are going outside and walking. Just being very mindful of that. So I would just say variety, making sure there's at least 15 to 30 minutes a day of some movement, and you can either break it up or do it all at once.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm committed. I am accountable to you and to my commitment to you and everyone in my Keto Green community. So I want everyone who's listening, and you are in with us and you've heard what our coach Betty Rocker has said, that we can easily exercise regular bits and pieces all throughout the day, or 15 to 30 minutes a day. And you guys commit with me, say, I am in, and I know you're doing it. And then go to Coach Betty Rocker's, go to the bettyrocker.com, Bree's website, and sign up for the challenge. Do the Stop, Drop, and Betty Rock daily. You guys can do this with me. Tell me you're in. Come on. I know. Emily, you're in, right? Tracy, come on. Brittany, Mary, Jane, I know you're in the grocery store. You can't Stop, Drop, and Betty Rock right now.
Joyce is in. Joyce said it. She's in.
You can do this. That's right.
Yes, they're in. Yay.
Yes. Okay. Joyce is in. Jane is in. Mary is in. Emily, awesome, you guys. I'm so glad. Tammy is in. All right. We are committed. We're doing this together, you guys. So this will show up on our page. Brittany is in. All right, Brittany, we'll do some great videos, and I'm sure she'll post and tag and encourage us on a daily basis to Stop, Drop, and Betty Rock. I mean, you come up with these great names. I was made for Instagram. I was made for social media. I can't tell you. I just think of stuff, and it's fun for me, and then I want to share it with everyone. Oh my gosh, so good, so good. Well, thank you, Patricia. She's in. Amira, even though I wasn't asked, I'm in. That's my daughter, Amira.
What's up, Amira?
Patricia said, count me in. I love it. Thank you guys for all being in. You guys are committed. Kristen, you in? I know you got to be in with us to Stop, Drop, and Betty Rock. I mean, incorporating activity throughout the days. And that's what it thrown me off, just the routine, because I was up, Bree, at 6:30 in the mornings going for my workout, and it was a group of Danielle Sunderhouse, who has been a coach, and she was a Olympic soccer player and so determined. And she has 2 kids, Ava Marie's age. And so had them there 6:30 in the morning. I had Ava Marie there 6:30 in the morning. You'd be so proud of me. And that, we can't connect anymore. I'm missing it. Yeah. I mean, and this is another reason. I mean, you have a community. I have a community too. And we have this fitness community. So many of my members have already been doing home workouts online for years now. And this is so convenient for so many of us. So for those of you who aren't doing that yet, this is your opportunity to check that out so that you'll always have a backup in the future. It's just sometimes, even if we have a routine, like going to the gym, there's just some days you get so busy and you don't have time to drive there, drive back, change, shower, all of that, right? So it's good to have this other option for yourself. So Kristen's in for whatever we said. That's good. I'm glad. stop, drop, and Betty Rock, Kristen. We just did a beautiful just like a 5-minute workout. And you would typically do 3 rounds of that, right?
I recommend 3 rounds of that. Yep. And to tell you the truth, I just made that all up on the spot. So it was actually kind of a fun quiz for me when you were like, take us back through it again. And I was like, okay, I got this. Because that's just what I made. We're all made for something, right? You're clearly made for what you do. And I'm made for what I do. So I got your tribe. I got your back, you guys, if you need anything.
Yeah, well, we'll check in with you. We'll see you guys and post on Bree's Instagram page at The Better Rocker and say you were part of Dr. Anna's community. You saw us and you are in. So you're following up, and definitely tag me. So we're in this together, you guys. We're going to encourage each other together, and this healthy, just what we can do so that we are better tomorrow than we are today. Better tomorrow than we are today. And whatever these next few weeks, months, et cetera, look like, we can claim today and do the best we can today and stay in that frame and that focus and be able to have fun and share. And thank God we can connect in this way. So I thank you. I thank so much, Bree. Well, with all of this, just one more time, tell our audience where they can connect with you and your challenge. Please.
I just want to thank you so much for everything that you provided and for this opportunity to connect with you and your tribe. You guys can find everything that I do on thebettyrocker.com. I have a fantastic Facebook fan page with about 1 million fans, but we're really missing you guys. I think you would make it feel more complete. So come over to our Facebook fan page. And you can, of course, find me on Instagram at thebettyrocker. My free Make Fat Cry Challenge you can find on my main website, but the URL is makefatcrychallenge.com. It's super easy to remember.
I love it. Make that fat cry challenge.
Make that cry. It's just a joke, right? We know.
Right? Of course. I've got to get with you and brainstorm some names of things, but we've got this going. So I want to thank everyone for joining us today. And Bree, I thank you. I honor you for always walking the talk and being a shining light always in all you've done. And speaking out, you guys, if you haven't listened to my interview of Bree on my podcast, now rebranded the Girlfriend Doctor podcast. So Bree, I'm going to have to bring you back now that we shifted from Couch Talk to the Girlfriend Doctor podcast. And so we'll have a glass of wine, shot, talk, or a hot green mighty maca tea or something. And we'll talk again. But that podcast, y'all, is really great too. So be sure to listen to the Couch Talk podcast, now the Girlfriend Doctor podcast with Bree. And that was just, has it already been probably like 6 months ago? I think we did that one. So it's been a little while ago, but you guys search my website and you will find that, and just a lot of great nuggets. And you'll see even more why I love this woman and I honor her. And I am so grateful that you are sharing your wisdom with my community. So thank you so much for joining me, Bree. Thank all of you guys that you've committed to being in. We will stay in touch. Brittany will make sure that in our Keto-Green community, she's checking in and posting a daily workout too. So we'll snap that from you and share and link. So we'll stay connected with you, Bree, during this. And
sounds good.
Thank you. Thanks so much for sharing that. Okay, I'll do another round now that I caught my breath.
Hey, sounds good. Signing off.
Thank you. Bye, you guys. How was that?